Hey everybody, welcome back. We have Tim Emory here. We also have Lee, what is it?
Vervoort.
Vervoort.
Since neither one of us got it right.
None of us can say it properly. Tim, of course, he's the owner of Copper Canyon Ranch, which is a little Wild West town. I think most people kind of know what it is around here. And Lee is, what are you, Lee? You're an actor and a
Well, I started out doing
stuntman?
acting and stunt work. It led to writing, producing, and directing. I guess I'm just a jack of all trades in the movie business.
But you're from around this area, too.
Yeah, I lived here in Hopkinsville for 7 years. I grew up in Cadiz, and I now live in Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay, and what we're going to talk about today is these guys have been instrumental in putting together a movie called Guntown, the movie, right? Mm-hmm. And you're having your world debut. We like to expand everything.
Sounds good.
As William Turner says,
Sounds good.
Hopkinsville is the center of the universe. Well, this is the world.
Where the axis
It's always
is.
bigger than movies.
That's right. This weekend. Tell us a little bit. First off, we're going to look at the trailer. We're going to talk a little bit about everything, a couple of segments with you. But tell us about how this came about.
This started, we've been talking about making a movie for probably the past 3 or 4 years, ever since I've been doing the acting. And of course, last year you guys had that big ice storm that came through and caused a lot of damage. And what had happened is out at Tim and Carol's place, it took down a lot of trees and created a lot of havoc out there. And we were talking about shooting a movie, and things were really coming together. And they wanted to clean the place up and make it look really, really nice and clean. Mm-hmm. And I said,
Which is not how the Old West looked, is it?
No, I mean, not really. And I told her, I said, wait a minute, let's think about this for a minute. How about we do I can write a script to where we have an abandoned tourist attraction. Mm-hmm. And we'll just make this a little fun horror movie.
Okay.
So that's what we did. We just left it like it was, and it worked out really good.
Worked really good for me.
Tim put up the chainsaw and said, let's do it.
Win-win situation.
So this is not actually in the Wild West. It's in current time. Is that
Right.
correct?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, we're going to watch the trailer in a minute here. Tell me how the whole thing came about, the attraction.
Well, the attraction actually is Joe Bowley's father. You remember him, Bill Bowley.
Bill Bowley,
Yes.
yeah.
And
Colonel.
Joe
Bill.
too. Colonel Bill Bowley and Colonel Joe Bowley,
Right.
by the way. They worked the Kentucky territory, and that's been
Didn't
like...
you?
I remember it very well.
That's probably been gone now 30 years.
Worked with a guy who did work there.
That was one of the most fascinating things I ever seen, was where these people would actually walk out in the street, strap on a gun, and really gun it out and hit the ground real hard, and and
For those of you who don't remember, that was down at
Gilbertsville, Kentucky Dam, actually.
Okay.
More people familiar with Kentucky Dam.
All right, so all of this, you decided to build a Wild West town.
Well, when that one got tore down, I something about that stuck with me, and I could never shake it. So here I am.
Okay.
Still
When did you
trying.
start? When did you?
Well, actually, we started on 68 back years ago, 25 years ago. Then we did that for a year or so, me and Joe Bowley and I. And then we moved off down to Kentucky Lake at Heritage Village. And we had a western town there for a couple of years. And then we bought the place out where we're at now. And that's why we moved out there, to build the western town. So we've been there, I guess, 24 years, I guess, now.
Well, Tim and Lee are with us. They are the chief cooks and bottle washers, especially Lee. He's the writer, the director, the producer of Guntown, the movie. And they're going to have the debut. Let's tell them real quick, and we'll watch the trailer as we go to break. Saturday night.
Saturday night, we're having a showing at the Hopkinsville Golf and Country Club, and the movie show's at 9 o'clock by reservation only.
Okay. Now, what's it cost to get in and all that fun stuff?
It's 20 for singles and 30 for doubles.
Okay. All right. Let's take a look at the trailer, folks.
It's a quick drive to work, a great place to raise a family and save some money with
1979, Guntown. A small tourist attraction is opened by a young Frank and Victoria Bailey. Shortly after, a horrible incident occurs. Frank Bailey loses control of the situation and is later sentenced to a state mental facility. Guntown is closed. 2009, 5 high school graduates embark on a road trip to nowhere, but their destination is soon to change.
Ain't no better around here for miles.
Christiana Arenstab, Tim Emory,
He's a real mean one.
Andy Grace,
Oh, Daddy finna get an ass whooping.
Right there is my husband and Sheriff of Guntown.
and Lee Vervoort. Guntown. Draw. or die.